I'm Fred, and I'm going to talk to you about the processing of returns for the pet sofas that we're going to be shipping to the Charleston warehouse. And when you open the box, you open it such like this. You don't open it initially here. You cut the ends of the box, both ends, and you lift it up. Lift it up so that when you come across the top, it doesn't penetrate the product inside. Okay, you will damage the product if you cut it this way. It has to be cut on the ends first. So we do, all boxes get opened that same way. You'll be receiving 3 types of packages from all different types of retailers. The packages, when I say 3 types, there's type number 1, which is a UPS, number 2 is FedEx, number 3 is the Postal Service. The typical Amazon packages come either UPS or Postal Service. This is a UPS label. Identify with the word UPS on it. The app that you have is going to scan the label and capture the tracking number. The tracking number is important because we're going to marry that back to other information which is going to come from Amazon. With the Amazon packages, you're going to get UPS, you're going to get Postal, and you're going to get FedEx. We're able to capture the UPS label and get the tracking number. For the Postal Service label, you're going to have to enter in the USPS tracking number into the app, okay? For the FedEx, you're going to have to enter the tracking number into the app. There'll be a drop-down menu which will allow you to select the carrier, and then you'll enter the tracking number. And that tracking number will match up to our information that we have coming from Wayfair or from Amazon. One of the issues that we have is the LTL shipments. So sometimes we spoke about small parcel, which is the UPS, Federal Express, and the Postal Service. But at times you're going to get a shipment, an LTL, a less than truckload shipment on a pallet of merchandise. Now, what that is where Amazon has a whole bunch of returns in the distribution center, and they send it back in a pallet load. Where you have small parcel labels that will get entered into the app, you're also going, in this case, you're going to have a bill of lading. So this is a bill of lading, and on here, specifically, there is a VRET ID number. That number is the number that gets entered into the app. So you may have, in this case, 5 different pallets, 5 different items that ship on a single pallet. You're also going to get on some of the cartons, you're going to have this type of sticker. Okay, this is a routing sticker. So this sticker just signifies that the product is coming to Q10 Products and it's by FedEx. Typically open the box, as such, we'll remove the product, put it on the side, look for the box of feet. Sometimes the feet are sealed like this. This means it's new. Other times the feet are rolling in the bottom, which means they need to be put in another location. We take the item and we move it to a separate area for review. Okay? Sometimes you receive a box like this, just a brown box, and inside the brown box is another box with packing material. This is from Amazon, and this is how sometimes you get packages returned. In some situations, very typical, you're going to get an odd size box or even one of these boxes. But inside is an item that isn't even ours. So they're sending you back something that's supposed to be a sofa, but they send you this back. So during the sorting process, once a week, Karen's going to go through this, and I need that number associated with the item inside so that Karen can go back to Wayfair and say, hey, this should have been a sofa, this is what was sent. Once we open the box, we take the product over to the segregation area. We've laid down a tarp to keep the product clean on the floor. So we take our products and we stack them this way. This way is an easy way to organize and keep everything ready for review. Products are going to come in 2 different forms. They're going to come with feet or without feet. If the product doesn't have feet on it, the product comes in a box. Other times, people are going to take the product and they're going to put it in a bag or tape it together. That product gets put in a variety box of feet. So then you just have the item left here. If the item is intact and has the feet in the box, that can be moved to the segregation area. No problem. If the item doesn't have feet, it also gets placed here, but the feet go in a separate box for review later. If the item has feet on it, it gets placed here neatly, ready for the secondary review. This is a box of feet, and this is the box of open feet, how they've been returned from the customer. This box will be sent back to New Jersey, and we will give you fresh feet to marry with the product that is in good condition. So the only thing wrong with these feet is that they're in a box and they have to be accounted for with screws and instructions. All of this product came back in a bad form, so it has to be redone. That's what we'll do in New Jersey and send you back inventory for reshipping. Once you take the product out of the box and you put it segregate, there's three grades of product: A grade, B grade, and C grade. A grade product is in perfect condition. The product does not look like it's been used. The feet are intact in a wood box, and it looks ready to be reshipped to the consumer. But at the same time, you need to look under it to make sure that all the labeling is in place and there's no damage to the product. Once it's determined to be an A quality product and can go back into inventory, it's put into the side as the A quality product. B quality product is good enough for a flea market, but not new. We only want to reship to the customer new product. All the B quality product that just looks like it's been handled can go to a flea market individual. And what makes the difference is you'll see it has marks on it from movement, clawing. It just doesn't seem in perfect shape. The feet are missing. That product is called a B quality product and is separated. So you have A quality, perfect for reshipping, B quality. C quality product, something's wrong with the product. The product is ripped on the bottom. It has a rip from the dog. There's fur on it. It's disgusting. It's ripped. That product goes into the garbage. So we have a garbage pile for C quality product, and that gets disposed. When we talk about reviewing product and sorting it and segregating it by quality, there's some of the things. When we look at a sofa that's returned, you could see in this case that it's discolored. It's dirty. This goes in C. This gets disposed of in the garbage. This is not quality that we want to reship to anybody, and it's not good for a flea market. So this gets thrown out. You also want to be able to shift the sides. It should be very tight. It shouldn't be voids or broken. This is items our Quicksilver sofa. This item particularly gets a lot of damages on the return. So we want to make sure that it's tight and it's not damaged. In this case, you can see, you have to do a very clean review of the product to make sure that everything is perfect on it before we ship it out. The pockets, there's no dirt, there's no fur. Sometimes people use the product and then they return it and tell you that it's new, but it isn't. Once we determine that it's in perfect condition, then it can be put into the A pile, and this would be a C pile. And anything in between would be our B pile, which would go to a flea market. For C quality product that is in bad condition and needs to be disposed of, we need to do two things to it. We need to mutilate it, and we need to remove certain labeling so it can't be shipped back to or returned to a retailer. We separate the product, we remove the cushion, put it on the side, and then we mutilate the product. Mutilating the product makes it in such condition that no one could use it or return it. We also remove the labels on the bottom, just like this. Separate. Okay, this way the product is mutilated and it's considered salvage material. We then put them in the dumpster without the cushions so that they fit tight and neat and can be stacked. We then put the cushions in afterwards and fill in the voids. This product, the labels get put into the garbage and put into a separate garbage so they can't be married back. A product for reshipping will go into a new fresh box. We will send an inventory of fresh boxes to the warehouse so that you could repack. Product is placed inside and sealed. How to seal a box is very important. The box needs to be sealed on the ends and on the top or bottom. Okay, this way the product will not come apart. Sealed across the bottom with one or two and on the ends so that they all are nice and tight. Otherwise, you're going to have the end of the cartons open and there'll be a problem. Once it's done this way, we label the box with a label on it for reshipping. Once we've decided which items are the A quality items, we're going to put them in a box. When you put them in the box, you'll have a set of stickers. In this case, snuggle beds, and we'll have the item number on them. So these stickers are going to go onto the product themselves so that it'll identify what's inside the box, and then when it gets shipped, you'll know where to place it. When scanning in the Wayfair returns, which are usually FedEx, there is a reference number. That CS number is the number that we need entered into the app.